Oh, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Atalanta.
Well, since it first opened its doors back in the mid-1990s, this most splendid of venues in European football has delivered so many memorable games, and it is time once more to lose ourselves in these superb scenes. Just feel it. And already we're underway here. And the keeper beats it away. And now they can clear their lines. So what can they make of this? He is through here. Mateus has a look to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's Neymar! That's a half-decent try.
Neymar has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on. It's always a pleasure to see Paolo Maldini take to the pitch.
So would say anyone who understands the defender's art.
Well, bias comes easy for me when we talk about one of the greatest pros. He exudes calm, elegance, intelligence, an Italian giant.
He's having a hit! Oh, nicely intercepted. Messi. That is a great pick out. Neymar chasing after it. He's played him through, and he's managed to get free. Terrific header! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Oh, a delicate chip through. Maldini gets across to intercept that. And it's Ronaldinho. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto Carlos. Neymar. Oh, perfectly measured that. Del Piero. Now the finish! Goal! Atalanta!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. The referee's awarded a free kick. Quarter of an hour played. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Atalanta clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Cafu. Haaland. And here's Del Piero. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. He's gone for goal! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Atalanta with the corner, there first. There's the header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. But they've got it again. Brilliantly cut out. That's going to go a long way. Passes short and sharp. Good spot, he's seen the run. Maldini gets rid without sophistication. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Now it's Haaland. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Very nicely done. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Offside, yes it is. Rodri. Aim forwards. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And it's Neymar. That looks a good ball through. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Oh, they can break here. Nicely spread. Shot could be on. Oh, nice touch. Nedved. And the finish! He has done it! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
That Nedved! Goal! Monaco! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Monaco go into the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Platini. Messi. Nedved. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Maldini picks it up from the goal kick. Mateus charging forward, the ball at his feet. It's Ronaldinho! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Ronaldinho really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Messi. And he's picked out the run. He has found the way through. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Rodri works it forward. Nedved. Neymar. And it's Neymar. And there's the end of the first half. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd, and a fair reflection of the territorial state of play with the half-time scoreline 2 goals to 1. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Pau Kubasi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Taken back almost at once. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Haaland might just make this. Nedved. Mbappe. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty.
Real chance!
Rodri. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he spark a counter here?
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Oh, he refuses to take the bait. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Atalanta really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. And it's Ronaldinho. Threads one in.
Pretty robust defending.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Platini. Monaco are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly when defending at least.
Tries a shot! Sticks it away! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Substitution for Atalanta. Number 22.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Coming on to replace him.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That's a lovely, neat pass. Atalanta still have the cards to affect this game. Oh, super find. Roberto Carlos. Alonso! Good read, needed to be Messi. That is ended up in no man's land. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good for them.
He's one-on-one, Isaac! Glorious! A finish of true class! Back within one! They have them in their sights again!
Yeah, but how about that coolness and confidence, Peter? To see where the keeper was and then produce a beautiful response.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great hit! He scores! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that goal should be a big game changer. It's
Isaac! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, that's a key interception. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Ronaldinho. Oh, that's fabulous. It's Nedved! He should have put that one away.
Oh, he went for it there knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
Nedved. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And they've got rid. And that's been won straight back. Roberto Carlos. Platini. And it's Neymar. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's having a go! They've got to be quick to recover this. That has been knocked clear. Luis Muriel. Nedved. That is a great pick out. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well read. Nice interception. Face to face with the... And the shot! It's loose now, and that's another chance! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Substitution for Atalanta. Number 9.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 10, Messi. Number 4, Platini.
And here's Mohamed Salah.
Cannavaro.
Had a shot.
Coming on the field. Number 18, Massaro. Number 19, Yamal. Number 15, Kubo. Number 7, Daniel Carvajal.
Roberto Carlos cuts out the pass. Rodri gets it away. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And that is a routine catch.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Yamal. Oh, good spread. Cafu looking to penetrate opposition lines. Has a look and plays it forward. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho. Good driving run. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's there to make the challenge. Time added on 4 minutes. And that's that. Atalanta illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times,